Okay, how about now? How about now? Are we? It's always something, right? Yeah, I think we're back. I'm thinking we're back. Okay, cool. I'm gonna pretend like none of that happened. We're gonna do it again. Hello, everybody. I'm here again today. Got my T-shirt on. Just literally got this in the mail. You can order your own. All the proceeds go to the game. Actually, I have the our website up here. A lot of things you can do here, by the way. If you go to our website at CastleMiner Z.com, I'll throw this in the chat. You can sign up for the beta. Where is it? I feel like the weather people. Sign up for the beta. There. You can join the Steam wish list. That's an important thing for you to do. That really helps us out a lot right now, understanding what's good with the game. Up here at the merch tab, you can visit our merch store. You can get one of these. Where is the T-shirt I have on? I think is this one right here. You can order yourself a T-shirt or a mug or an iPhone case. The proceeds for this all of this goes right to the game. You could join our Kickstarter. This would be good. I put a link in the channel. Hey, thank you so much for the donations. I appreciate that. That is a very generous donation. Thank you. The other thing we have here is we could talk a little bit about is that you can submit your voxel creations here. There's a whole tool for you building voxel creations that we can put into the game. But anyways, that's at CastleMinerZ.com. All the links are there, and there's also an FAQ section that has a lot of common questions that we get with the game. Let's get right into it. God, I have like a laundry list of stuff. I was playing around we changed our random number generator, and I was playing around in the desert trying to get the oases to come back correctly. I got to talk to our developer. Maybe roll that one back. Underground here, there is, it's funny, I've never really looked. The tombs are underneath here. And I should be able to go right down to the light. That's probably not what I want to hold in my hand. Okay. Yeah. Bump right into the tombs. In a hole in the ground. I found a really weird, it's a lot of torches, wow. Kind of like these, it's a little back roomy. It's a weird formation. Okay. Anyways. Tombs were obviously not in the original version of the game, but we added these. Somebody's asking if the models are temporary, and for the most part they are. Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely have different hands, different guns. This torch will probably stay. Oops. Threw it out of my hand. I didn't even know I could do that. Actually don't know what I did there. Weapons will be different. Dynamite probably going to be the same. What happens if I throw dynamite in water? Not what I expected. That's interesting. Oh, Diet Coke. Yeah, right here. Right here. Diet Coke. I need a sponsorship deal. Okay. I know it's very early days, but is the plan to continue supporting the game post-launch? Here's the deal. It's got to work for everybody. So if we have a lot of support from you, then it makes it very easy to support the game. If we don't, then it's not really possible for us to do. So, so yeah, that's really more up to you. Everybody involved here, this is their full-time thing now. They've all sort of stopped doing their regular full-time thing to do this, and everybody would love to continue working together after this, if it works. So, yeah, that's really mostly up to you. We would love to continue working the game. Somebody's asked if I prefer Diet Coke over Coke Zero. Yeah, absolutely. No question. Like, I mean, I'll drink a Coke Zero, but, like, it's not the same. And Pepsi, forget it. I'd rather drink water. What's the biggest reason we switched from Unity to Unreal? It was the ray tracing. We did test renders, and I couldn't get the graphic effects, the look I wanted out of Unreal, or Unity. So we went to Unreal for its shading model, which is way more advanced than the Unity one. Unity also kind of sucks to work with. Like, we had did a few games in Unity, and it's easy to program for, but hard to get things working for. It's kind of hard to explain. Unreal just seems to be a more mature and better put together game engine. Can you show some shooting animations? Yeah, sure. When I do this, I have to look at TikTok separately, so I don't have the... Somebody asked here on TikTok if I am the... let me just go down the questions really quick. Somebody asked if I'm the original creator of CastleMiner Z. Yes, I am. Are we looking good for a console release? I have not talked to the console companies about releasing yet, so I don't know yet. Do we have social media accounts for the game? Yes, we do. You should go to the CastleMinerZ.com, and they will link to all of those. I wonder if I could put that down here too. Yeah, TikTok. And a lot of people showing love and support, which we love and support. That's great. Would love to see spanning castles in the snowy mountains. We have one of the call-outs we have for Voxel Creations is castles, so you could design a castle for us if you wanted to. What I'd like to have is big castles with procedural dungeons inside. Like if you watched any of the tower streams, it was a good example of that, where we made that giant tower that was all dungeons all the way up. I have that in Dreams a lot for some reason. Will the weapons have attachments? I would like to do that, but definitely not for the initial release. Okay. What do I have on my list here? There's a couple different things here. So I have, there's some issues with the underground water and lava. I could fix that. The zombies need a, oops. Okay. Be careful of that. The zombies need a effect when they come out of the ground. You can hear the old zombie sound is back. I was thinking about doing that. And I got a little offset there with the that laser effect. I should probably button that up a little bit. Are there any funny bugs? Yeah, there. At this point, it's mostly bugs. So I have to think about if any of those were particularly funny. Okay. What's the best way to support the project right now? Just following us on social media and coming to the streams, I think, is probably the best thing that you can do right now. We're getting ad revenue from these streams, so this actually helps us in a lot of different ways. We are moving towards our Kickstarter, although I'm thinking about pushing that to later in the project. I was actually thinking about setting up a Patreon. I don't know if anybody would be interested in helping us out like that. That was one of the things that I was considering doing. But coming to the streams and supporting us is a big deal. It's people are asking for a date, like a release date. Yeah, like I would love it if I had that. If I had that number. Are the zombies going to have ragdolls? Yes, they are. Okay. What was on my list here? Let's go back to my list. I have to put the pyramids back in the thing, and then there's a couple other small bugs. Let's do this laser particle bug. This is an easy one to fix. We did a stream where let's get this note. We did a stream where we made all these laser particles and then they got broken. Let's just go up to the origin. The lasers work a little different than they used to in CastleMiner Z. Now they heat up the blocks, and if the blocks get too hot, they explode. There's supposed to be there's a couple of problems with this effect. We designed like a splash effect. Actually, I think that is actually working. And then there was a shatter effect, and the shatter effect is just too small. Somehow it got scaled, but I think we have a scaler in our code for that. So let me... I actually don't know where this is. No, it's in the block definitions. That's where it is. So I'm going to see if there's a scaler in the block definitions, and then and I'll scale that effect and get that tuned up. Where is this? This is our project is getting bigger and bigger, and there's a lot of people working on it now. So it's usually I'm very familiar with where everything is. Voxel. There we go. This voxel definition. Oh, really? I really thought that was where that stuff was. Oh, here we go. This is our big data table that tells us how everything gets defined and what effects are used when stuff blows up. And somewhere around here there is a set of destruction effects that we set. And I thought there was a scale factor, but now I'm starting to wonder if there actually is. Somebody said, any chance we can get the original CastleMiner Z on Xbox again? No. This is the effort to do this right here. So this is the version of CastleMiner Z that's going to end up on the Xbox. I don't know if people didn't know, but Microsoft basically dropped support for XNA, which was their platform that indies used for the Xbox years ago. Geez, I can't figure out where. I thought we had a scale effect. Oh, this is in a different place. This is in the one shot. Yeah. So let's find the energy effect for the rock. It's in this line here. And it is energy large is the name of it. I haven't touched this part of the game in a while, so I'm relatively unfamiliar. Oh God, I thought this would be an easy thing to do for the stream, but stuff has been moved around so much I don't know anymore where this is. this where it is? Impact. It's going to be an interesting activity for me to figure out where this is actually defined in our game. But definitely not fun to watch. Let's Okay, let's field some more questions. Will the laser pistol be the same from the original cat? No, we're actually making changes to the lasers. There are people asking us to make changes to the original CastleMiner Z. We are replacing the original CastleMiner Z. Geez, this destruction effect. Yeah, I have to find this. Okay. I wonder if there's something else I should work on the list. Let's go back to the world builder. This is driving me nuts because this is like I've touched this place before. This is our laser stuff. Which effect is this? Yeah, I actually think this is probably the one. I just think it's scaled wrong. Oh, there's a way to do this. We look for dependencies. That's it. Reference viewer. BP destroy. There it is. BP. Actually, I wonder if I could just scale that up in the content. Browse to asset. Yeah, here we go. I don't know why this one is its own rock emitter. I guess this would probably be the place to scale this. Let's just see if this looks right. It's like not energetic enough. Let's roll that back out. Browse to the asset here. Let's open up the emitter. Change this to 3,000 and 9,000 and see if we get a different effect from that. Write a note to the team here. Let's see if that had an effect. Okay. It's weird. It's like they picked up some drag or something. Yeah, I'm going to follow up with the other developer about this because I don't think there's something systemic going on here versus things that I can tune. Let's look at some other stuff while we're here doing this. This ends up being looks like a waste of time. Okay, let me pop into the chat really quick. Let's make sure that we're asking a lot of things. New enemies. Yeah, there'll probably be new enemies. Are there any features that will be missing from the original game? No, I don't think so. I don't think we're going to miss... I don't think we're planning on taking anything out. We've changed the way that Dynamite and C4 work, but, I mean, they're still in there. They just work differently. Okay. One of the things that I think is interesting is that I made a screw up when I did the world builder. Let's go explore and look into this first. Where I think lava and water were switched around underground, and I should really make some effort to fix it. That's funny, we're seeing big holes down there. That's something I intend to fix. No, I'm not seeing any lava. You tend to see a lot of lava above ground. Here's one of these big openings. And not much water. And I think I actually reversed the depths at some point. So I was going to try fixing them and seeing what would happen. Actually, there's a lot of lava here, yeah. And virtually no water. And then when we get deeper, I think we're seeing water but no lava. And this should be, yeah, when we're down here in the granite, we're seeing water and not lava. But the only thing that confuses me a little bit is why there's water pouring down and lava pouring down in hell, but no lava water. And I'm wondering if I did some fix for that. But this is a really easy change. It's just I'm not sure what the world is going to look like afterwards. So if we go into the world builder, there's a place here where it's in the ores. And this was actually a mistake, and I don't know why I did this. This is... There's a water depth, and then there's a lava depth, which should be deeper than that. Yeah, so water starts at 200 blocks high, lava starts at 128. And these should really be switched. And this was put in here specifically so water wouldn't form down here, but that really needs to be up here. So this should fix the lava forming too early in the depth. Okay, that's actually a really simple bug. This window I don't need. Wait a second. These, let's okay. Let's see what everything looks like now. we should be seeing more water now than we do. There we go, yeah. So these caves have water in them, but not lava. This is the way it's supposed to be. And then when we get deeper down into like the granite areas, we should start seeing lava instead. And we do. Cool. This is a these cool. There's the caves have a lot of different voids in them now that are different than before. And then that last piece of code was to stop water from spawning in hell, and that should we should see lava down here, but not water. Yeah. Cool. That is it's exactly what we want. In fact, I'm going to check that in. Let me flip over to here while I bring up the source control. I don't really know what I'm going to end up with here. I guess there's no issue with this. This is our source control we're using for his plastic SCM. A lot of people use Git, but Git actually doesn't work for game development. So both Unreal and Unity use plastic SCM. We can check in the check in our world builder code and the stuff that we made for our effects. Let's just unroll all of this stuff. Oh, it won't undo because we have Unreal open. Okay. That's crazy. Undo. This whole experience is awkward for me. I am not I very little experience with Unreal. I had a lot of experience with C++, but it hasn't been since I was for like 30 years. So, and then I'm uncomfortable with all the development environments. We're using Rider for our IDE. So it's like you can ride a bike, but now you're riding it backwards with one hand. Somebody says we should add Diet Cokes to the game, and I think that is a really good idea. Okay. Are we back? Here we go. But I could take that off my list. I have a little checklist here that I'm going through today. There needs to be an effect when the zombies emerge out of the ground. We could take a look at that. That should be a pretty easy thing to do. I gotta pull up. I'm gonna pop back off the desktop because I have a wrote down some notes I had on this. I need to pull up. Okay. Okay, well, let's see how this goes. Okay, we got to pick out an effect first. I think I'm going to put, there's two parts of this task. Like one of them is like making the effect, and the other one is to make the effect show up in the right place. I think I'm going to do this in reverse order because then I can make an effect and send it off to our artist versus spending a lot of time making the effect and then trying to hook it up. So we're going to hook up a generic effect first, and then we'll put one in later. There's an effect here. I was going to use something that sometimes when you do stuff like this, what you do is you put in a very obviously bad effect so that people are compelled to replace it. And I think that's what I'm going to do, or it's obvious that it needs to be replaced. So that's what I'm going to do here. So let me first go into, there is an effects pack here, and I had picked out this generic effect, and maybe I'll replace it at the end of the stream if I have time. I think this is actually it. There was like a generic set of placeholders that I thought were cute here versus putting in something that, let's just play this. And it's not a good sign. That usually means that something's going to crash. Okay. This would be a good one, the tornado. Let's just eject and fly around here. There's like these. Yeah, I was just going to throw one of these in here, these test effects. Test collision rotation. Probably actually a bad choice. Confetti, that would be funny. Let's just do this one for kicks. This should be easy to change. We have to figure out BP explosion, confetti. Is that just like a is this it here? Let's see. Let's pull it up. No, that's more like, where is the one? This sucks if I can't find the... Oh, here it is. NS explosion confetti. No, this is not it. Let's... Oh, totally is. It's interesting. It doesn't look anything like the Doesn't really matter. I think we add this to our one-shot effect manager. Zombie emerge, and this we will be just throw this one in there. I don't know why there's a weird scale there as default. Hit sounds. Okay, let me go back to my notes here. Voxel terrain, okay. Somewhere in here there is a spawn. Spawn enemy. Cool, cool. And let's just spawn the effect here. Should be right here in let's find someplace else this was used. Okay. This is try to figure out where this. Will there be any secrets in the game? Probably, yeah. Let's see. Have somebody's asking on Twitch? Yes, we are currently streaming on Twitch as well. Let me pop over to the. I hate that I have to manage TikTok separately here. When's the game dropping? This is a lot of these are in the FAQ on our page. Hopefully by the end of the year. Will the intro be the same? The iconic robot face? Yeah, I think the robot face is still going to be in there. Like, let's go back to our effects. I think we saved this, yeah. It's funny, I would like to use this. I feel like I need to use this tornado somewhere in the world. There was another effect here for... that probably would have been more appropriate for the zombies coming out. Up. Okay. And we called this zombie emerge. Let's just see if we get our confetti. Okay, cool. We are all set. Let's go back to, where's the maps default. Just forget what the name of our world map is. Default voxel map. Here we go. I don't remember messing with the snow, so I'm not going to save that. Okay. Let's just see if this works. Oh, we didn't compile. Yeah, there we go. The effect is authored in the wrong direction, but that's kind of like it. Okay. Yeah, let's make sure that that's the issue and not that we did something else. Let's go to our thing here and make sure that it's authored down the X positive. I can never get this thing to orbit the right way. Turn off the orbit mode. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And the effect is authored on Z up instead of X up. So we would have to change that. The whole idea of this was just to have a stand-in, so I'm inclined not to fix this right now because of this. Let me see if the rest of the notes. Yeah, one of the things I had in this was to this is actually correct. This is actually technically correct, even though it's not showing up correct. So I'm inclined to leave it to replace the effect. We could do that next. It's funny. And blood was the other thing that I was going to add for these, but I think we'll do that in a separate stream. Now that we got that in there, let me actually let's check that in. me, I've been kind of ignoring the chat here for the last couple minutes. Let me... Somebody's saying that a lot of people are upset about the Xbox avatars not being in there. I don't know if there's much we could do about that. People want a VR release. I would love to have a VR release of the game. It'd be great. Pop over here to... How much deeper is hell and the new dungeons from the surface? I think the world is like twice as deep as it used to be before. Okay. Let's I don't know, we could author that effect, I guess. Hold on one second here.
I'm Craig Newmark.
I'm really struggling with the new streaming setup. So bear with me here as I do that. I think we've been on an hour. I'm probably going to screw something up by doing this. Somebody's asking. You're asking a lot of questions about classic CastleMiner Z, meaning the CastleMiner Z that's on Steam right now. Can you force it into your native resolution? Actually, I don't believe that you can do that. You can definitely, God, I don't know. Like, you could definitely make it go full screen. Okay, let's put a better effect in there, and then we will wrap this up. Let's see if there's one in this effects pack. I actually think we have one that's better for our... I think this is the one that is the one that we could use for that. Of course, it might look weird in different materials. I didn't think about that. says shatter dirt. Let's just see how that looks before I... The rocks are way too big. Games particle. Let's duplicate this and call this this will be the one in our, here are the dirt chunks here. I want to keep the smoke the same size, but the dirt chunks to be much smaller. Oh, this is one of the ones that I made. Okay. Oh, thank you so much for the donations. Appreciate that so much. Okay. I had this all of the size of the particles tied to the mass of them. Let's try that. These should be much, really did not make much difference. Jeez. Okay, is that because of the, we did not put the right one? One shot. actually pretty good. It's making me wonder if I need one of those on every different material. It definitely could be in there for now. It's better than nothing. Here they all come. It's impressive that we can have so many of them. I guess I should be fair and be on the ground. Could be. The guy did the scream there. Animations are a little bit goofy. Cool. Well, it's doing what it's supposed to do. I think I'm out of... Somebody asked if the zombies make the same sound they used to. Yeah, let me turn the volume up here. You can probably hear it. Yeah, there's like a scream animation they do, and I'm trying to get the scream animation lined up with their the scream. The zombie turned out good. Super happy with how the zombie turned out, especially when you're down in the dark. In fact, one of the things I could do up here is I could change the weather to thunderstorms. Turn the volume down a little bit. And let's make it be nighttime. I think this is going to be more likely what the game is like. They fell down in a hole, so we go after them. Give you a little light atmosphere. Let's take our temporary HUD off in the meantime too. The dynamite's gonna kill him or not. cool to see the God rays from the lightning come over the top of the trees there. Yeah, I think this is probably pretty representative of what the actual game will kind of look and feel like. There's still a lot of environmental effects missing. Spawned a ton of them. Oh, there is a ton of them. Okay. They're all catching up with me now. So somebody asked if you could shoot the dynamite. I'm actually pretty sure you can. Out of here. Oh, somebody's asking how the movie was last night. Really good. I'm a harsh critic for movies, but 28 years later was it was really good. Definitely a fan of the series. I gotta bounce back and forth to TikTok here. When's the game drop in Q4? Okay, so I guess, I don't know, people are really appreciating this. Let me... let's just run around and play a little CastleMiner Z before we go. The skeletons we have in here, if they're... Oh yeah, no, the animations are screwed up in here, but we don't have the archers in yet. They're using the wrong set of animations. Unreal Engine throwing up warnings like crazy. Somebody asked if there's going to be a flashlight, and there's we're going to do a lot of stuff with lighting, so tentative yes on that. Let's go into the new caves. They're following me down here. It's funny. You could see the depth of the new world. Like, we haven't even hit granite level yet. And somewhere around, I saw that lava. Let's see if we could find another little chat. Oh, there we go. Down here, and we're dropping right down. Oh no, this is just lava. This is not hell yet. So we're still going down deep. It's just so much down here now. Okay, we got. It's cool. There's these like really deep fissures where fluids pour down from, which are kind of cool. Always had fun exploring the caves, but these caves, we did so many streams, these caves are so much more interesting than the caves used to be. This is cool. There's some deep hole with some lava pouring down right at the entrance of hell. I think it turned out well. Like, I think it turned out really good. Into fly mode, and we'll pop up through another hole in the ground. Let me turn the HUD back on and travel out some distance. Let's see if we can make it all the way back up to the top somehow. There's so many features in the new caves. That they're so much more interesting to explore. And once enemies are down here, we can throw some out of. These are cool. Like, these are cool formations here. We're not even close to even halfway up the surface yet. we have a temporary flashlight in here for testing purposes. The torchlight just looks cooler. Oh, I think we made it. Man, it's a lot of rock. Man, we are... Oh, we're in the desert, that's why. It was such a weird place to pop up in the middle of this sandbar. Oh, no, we're in the middle of this sandbar. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. I'm totally out of ammunition though. You see everything's wet because it's raining out. Way. Somebody's asking about a 4060 Ti. I think I have a 4070 Ti that I'm running this on right now, and I'm running it in a dev environment. Dev environments, usually everything runs slower. So, yeah, 4060 Ti is going to be no problem. I don't think anybody on the team has anything much better than that. Let's switch the weather to a blizzard. See the snow is accumulating. What we could do is just fly right out to the mountains. By the time the sun comes up, it'll be pretty cool. can see how much bigger the world is, like how long it's taken us to cross the desert. Oh, here's an oasis. This will be funny in the snow. I don't think this would ever happen in the real game. Start seeing the... This would be more interesting if it was brighter out. When we're done, eventually, when you get into the mountains here, it'll start snowing. And we're transitioning right now into it. Do a little walk through the mountains, and then I think I'm going to quit. I always loved how the mountains had these little pathways that you could walk through them. We could do the iconic from the trailer, the iconic moment where the zombie, oh, there he is, turns around and swings at you. Remember the first trailer? Still, no, we're turned around now. We spent a lot of time, if you watch the other streams, we spent a lot of time tuning up these environments. Fixing a lot of the smaller problems that they had. What's in that cave up there? It's like so much longer than it used to be. Up. And now we're transitioning out to the Arctic. I almost think the Arctic looks cooler in the sunshine. There's like a snow flurries that we had set up. Light snow. Anyways. Good stuff. Okay. Thank you for dropping by, everybody. That was productive. A lot of good suggestions here. I'm reading for it. Appreciate everybody dropping by. Have fun. We'll do this again soon.